So first chapter, evolution of medicine, history and scientists. We'll go to the first page. So first, if you see the history of medicine, this chapter is mainly fact based. Rarely you can get one question or mainly two questions. So this two questions where it is question based, I will tell you, it is just like a story. So starting from the very long time from the history, how that medicine progressed through. First, medicine in ancient times, like Greek medicine, Roman medicine, Chinese medicine, Indian medicine, then dawn of scientific medicine, invention of vaccines and many things, then the practice of modern medicine. Now we are having the revolution in healthcare. Now we are having AI revolution. So first, primitive medicine. The first point is, what is supernatural theory of disease? What is the first point? In this chapter, the first point is supernatural theory of disease. What is the supernatural theory? It is nothing but the diseases. Diseases are caused due to the evil wrath of gods. Diseases are caused due to the evil wrath of gods. So if you are, what they told in the previous, if you are not praying to the god will cutify your eyes, the god will prick your eyes. So those things, that is the supernatural theory of disease. So primitive man attributed the disease to the evil spirits and wraths of gods. So it was intermingled with superstition, magic, but it was not accepted. It was not an accepted theory. Then coming to the Indian medicine. So you know, 3 dosa, 4 dosa. Indian medicine, what it is associated with? Come on guys, you can tell your answers in the chats. 3 dosa or 4 dosa, Indian medicine. So there is one thing called tridosa and another thing is called 4 dosa. Indian medicine means 3 dosa or 4 dosa. You can put your answers in the chat boxes. So which is associated with 3 dosa? Tridosa versus 4 humus. So out of this, which is associated with tridosa? Yes. Okay. You're telling the answer 3. Okay. So Indian medicine, we have many things in Indian medicine, that is Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, homeopathy. So we have so many things in this. In this, the main question based question is Ayurveda. So Ayurveda, it is associated with tridosa theory of disease. So Ayurveda, it is mainly associated with tridosa. Ayurveda, it is tridosa. So Ayurveda, it is associated with tridosa. The theory of 4 humus, if you see the theory of 4 humus, it is mainly associated with Greeks. It is mainly associated with Greeks. So what is this tridosa? What is this humus? It is nothing but our body fluids. What are the fluids in our body? Like we have saliva, we have bile, gastric juice. So what they are telling is, when there is imbalance in these fluids, we get the disease. In Ayurveda, this theory is called tridosa theory. Like you can remember, we Indians eat dosa. So 3 types of dosa, 3 types of chutney we usually use. But Greeks, they usually have 4 types of dosa or 4 types of chutney. Greeks. So Ayurveda, knowledge of life. How you can remember is, in India, what are the main 3 religions? Hindu, Muslim, Christian. So main 3 religions for India, Ayurveda, tridosa, 3 dosa, 3 dosa, 3 dosa. It is for India. So Ayurveda means knowledge of life. Who was the first Indian physician and teacher? The first great Indian physician and teacher is Atreya. He is called Atreya. He is called as the Atreya. Next, one person is called father of Indian medicine and another person is called father of Indian surgery. Who is the father of Indian medicine? You know, the father of Indian medicine is Charaka. Have you seen some statues? When you go to famous places like caves and all, you can see this statue, like one old saint will be sitting like this. He is known as Charaka. So Charaka, he is the father of Indian medicine. He writes a book. The book is called, all of you, do you know Samantha? Who is Samantha? You know Samantha? You know Samantha? Samantha is like a book of acting. Like this, the book of medicine, he called it as Samhita. You can remember Charaka, Samhita. Like Samantha means acting book. Like here Samhita. Samhita means book of medicine. So Charaka Samhita means it's a book on Indian medicine. Next person is Sushruta. SU for SU. He is the father of Indian surgery. SU for SU. You can remember he is the father of Indian surgery. Then his book is called as Susruta Samhita. His book is called Susruta Samhita. So this Tridosa theory of disease, it is very important in Ayurveda because it only tells the how the disease occurs. For disease causation, we followed what theory? Tridosa theory of disease. In our body, we have three fluids. When there is disturbance in the fluids, it causes diseases. That is called Tridosa theory of disease. Next important point here is father of homeopathy. It is Samuel Hahnemann. H for H. H for H. So what is this homeopathy? Homeopathy means our local Indian system of medicine. So what is the medicine MBBS we are studying now? What is it called? So what pati is our medicine? We are studying now MBBS medicine is what pati? It is allopathy. Yes, good. It is allopathy. Good, good doctor, good. So like this we have so many other things. That is, we will see in the later homeopathy, Unani, Siddha. They are called local system of medicine. So here the father of homeopathy is H for H. Samuel Hahnemann. Hahnemann. Next, Chinese medicine. So in China, whenever you see China, you will remember one thing. You have seen Kung Fu Panda movies and all. Have you seen the Kung Fu Panda movies? You can see some like this. In Kung Fu Panda movies, you would have seen. This side it will be fully black and white. You would have seen this. This is called as the yin and yang principle. Good and bad. Sick and healthy. This principle is called yin and yang. What is this principle called? It is called as the yin and yang principle. So our Chinese medicine is based on this principle. You would have seen this symbol in many movies, Chinese movies, Kung Fu Panda. It is the yin and yang. So they are telling Chinese medicine is the world's first organized body. It is the world's first organized body of medical knowledge. So Chinese medicine, we also have a concept which could have been asked as 2 marks or 5 marks in your third year exams, barefoot doctors. So barefoot means very simple. They were very simple. They went to all the rural areas and they treated the people. Then next is acupuncture concept, like with the needles. We are having now like needles they are treating now, that is concept. So these two concepts, they are famous in Chinese medicine, acupuncture and barefoot doctors concept. Next we are coming into the Greek medicine. So when we come into Greek medicine, so the first thing you have to remember is 4 dosa, theory of 4 humus. So our body has 4 types of fluids. What are the 4 types of fluids? It is yellow bile, black bile, blood and phlegm. So yellow bile, black bile, blood and phlegm. Phlegm means like our maybe sputum or something, that is phlegm. So there are 4 types of fluids in our body. When there is a disturbance in these fluids, it causes diseases. This is called what? Theory of 4 humus. Then in Greek medicine, if you see, one person was famous. He is called Hippocrates. This person is called Hippocrates. He is called as the father of modern medicine. He is also called as the father of modern medicine. And he also did so much work on epidemiology. He is also called as the first true epidemiologist. So 2 things you have to remember about Hippocrates. He is the father of modern medicine. He is the first true epidemiologist. So why he is so famous? You all remember? I am Dr. Captain Prabhakaran. I take oath as the doctor from today. I will not kill anyone. Have you remember this oath? This Hippocratic oath. Who gave this Hippocratic oath? It was given by Hippocrates. So this Hippocratic oath, it was given by Hippocrates. Chat box mato. So this Hippocratic oath is given by Hippocrates. So this Hippocrates only gave this oath. This you should remember. So Greek medicine, theory of 4 humus. Okay guys, it is clear now. The pace is okay. Whether you want to slow down or it is okay. Whether the screen is visible. Any problems with the audio. Everything is okay. We can go in the same rate. It's okay guys. Okay, okay, okay. Now we will go on. So next is Mesopotamian medicine. It is nothing so much important. Only you have to remember there is a law called Hammurabi. So he had a very strict law. Doctor means you should be like this. Doctor means you should be like this. If you are not doing, death sentence for you. That is only drastic laws. This is known as the famous Babylonian code of Hammurabi. Next we come into Roman medicine. In Roman medicine, the main thing is only about one person. He is called Galen. So Galen, he is famous for comparative anatomy and physiology. You would have heard about the Galen's nerve, Galen's artery. So in the name of Galen, there is many nerves and arteries. So Galen's nerve, artery, that is Galen. So this Galen is mainly famous in Roman medicine. That's all. Mainly Galen, they mainly focused on sanitation. So Roman medicine, you have studied in history, sanitation. They are mainly famous for sanitation. They told disease, they only identified diseases due to 3 factors: predisposing, exciting, and environmental. So 3 factors. Before the disease comes, we should have some predisposing factors. It is excited, and there is some environmental factors. Like this, they told there is 3 factors. Other than this, Roman medicine, nothing much important. But the important thing here is sanitary awakening. This is a question that is repeated so many times. This is very important. So in this page, this is the main question they are going to ask, other than cholera, Jon Snow. So sanitary awakening, what is mean by sanitary awakening is, there are many movies. If you see, there is one movie in Tamil even called, I think it is Angadi Teru or some street. There will be a street. In the street, like in T Nagar, there will be so many people working in that street. Have you seen T Nagar? T Nagar, or in Delhi or in Bombay, there are some chalk. There is called some Lal Chowk or something. There so many shops will be there. The people will be very much small space. Like in Dharavi in Mumbai and all, if you see, people have to sleep in this much place only. They have to sleep there, and nearby they have to go for bathroom, toilet. It will be very, very bad. It will give a bad memory, because there will be no place to live, no space. So in that place, people were living in the England in 19th century. People were living. So one scientist, he is called as the Edwin Chadwick. He was actually a lawyer. He investigated the working condition of the people. And he told that, oh no, they are very, very living in a bad place. So it is very, very poor sanitation is there. So we have to improve their housing, he told. That is called sanitary awakening. It is called what? Sanitary awakening. Mainly in a short thing, it is nothing but working condition of the laboring population. So working conditions of the laboring population of the workers. There is nothing but working condition of the workers. It was very poor. So we had to improve. So the working condition of the workers. So we had to improve this condition. So this is called as the sanitary awakening. He told the greatest enemy to the man is filth. Filth means what? Dirt or dust. Dirty or dust. He considered it as the man's greatest enemy. So this is called sanitary awakening. The person responsible is Edwin Chadwick. So next is rise of public health. Okay. So all of you drink water. What is the source of water? Mostly you will drink can water, like bubble top can water. Most of you will drink it. Other than this, what is your source of water? Anybody else drinking any other water or RO water? There are so many. Are you anybody in homes directly drinking the water from the Erie? Many areas in Chennai, in many areas from the Erie and all, will get water, will boil and drink. So, like similarly in England, what was happening in London, there were 2 water companies. So, what was happening in England? In England, there were 2 water companies. So, water company A, water company B. So water company A was supplying water to so many houses here, and water company B was supplying water to so many houses here. Then what happened? Because so many people got cholera. While drinking water from the water company A. But only 1 or 2 people got cholera while drinking from the water company B. So they identified what is responsible for this transmission of cholera. So they told cholera is transmitted by drinking this water. So this experiment or this discovery was done by which person? It was done by John Snow. So John Snow, the epidemiology of cholera, he told the role of drinking water in the spread of cholera. What is the map he used? What is this map called? So we are using a map now. What is this map called? Yes, good. Very good, Dr. Mayuri. It is called as the spot map. This is called as the spot map. So John Snow, he is famous for spot map. So because of this, he was also given a new name, public health ka Bob. Public health oda appa, daddy of public health, father of public health. So he is also called as the father of public health. Sorry, who is called as the father of public health? It is not John Snow, it is cholera. So cholera is called as the father of public health. So John Snow was called father of epidemiology. This is the point where you can make a mistake. So John Snow, he is the father of epidemiology. But who is called as the father of public health? So father of public health is not a person, it is actually a disease, that is cholera. So the father of public health is a disease, that is cholera. Who is the father of epidemiology is John Snow. So John Snow is the father of epidemiology. Who is the father of public health? The father of public health is cholera. So this is the point where we can make a mistake. So the father of public health is cholera, but the father of epidemiology is John Snow. The father of epidemiology is John Snow. So the father of public health is not a person, it is actually a disease. Next, germ theory of disease. Slowly many people got diseases. Mainly two persons are responsible for mainly investigating various type of microbes. Louis Pasteur, Robert Koch. Out of these two persons, who got Nobel Prize? So we have two persons for germ theory of disease. Who got Nobel Prize? Robert Koch or Louis Pasteur? Come on guys, take a guess. Yes, good. Koch. How you can remember is Koch. Koch, if he is not given Nobel Prize, Koch kittu poiruvar. Koch kittu poiruvar means he will get angry if they are not given Nobel Prize. You can remember like this. Robert Koch, Koch kittu poiruvar if he is not given Nobel Prize. So who was given Nobel Prize? Robert Koch. So Robert Koch was given Nobel Prize mainly for his work on Mycobacterium tuberculosis. For his work on Mycobacterium tuberculosis, he was given the Nobel Prize. So Robert Koch. So the two persons, Robert Koch, he was given Nobel Prize. Other than this, he was also worked on anthrax. Then Louis Pasteur, he told that in the first and all what they thought. First they thought okay, the disease mainly spreads due to the evil wrath of the gods or the disease spreads by smell. He only told no. The disease is caused by germs. There are germs in the air. Because of this only we are getting the disease. We are not getting disease suddenly. So he only demonstrated the presence of bacteria in air. He only told about the germ theory of disease. He along with Robert Koch discovered many germs. Next is preventive medicine, James Lind. So next famous person is James Lind. He is known as the father of experimental epidemiology. Why he is called as the father of experimental epidemiology is because first we were in a ship. We are in a ship. Okay, in a ship, they are dividing the ship into two parts. In the first part, they are giving the citrus fruits. They are giving the people with lemon, oranges, and everything. In the second part, they are giving only bread, jam, pizza, butter. Like this, they are giving. So, what will happen? The people who are eating the citrus fruits, they did not get scurvy. But the people who ate only bread and jam, they got scurvy. So this is called as the first experiment done on humans. So who is called as the father of experimental epidemiology? James Lind. He did an experiment and he told intake of fresh fruits and vegetables can prevent scurvy. It can prevent scurvy. Then, who invented smallpox? Who is famous for his experiment? It was Edward Jenner. He did his experiment on a small boy and he invented smallpox. Edward Jenner, smallpox. So Louis Pasteur is mainly for anti-rabies treatment. How can you remember this? Louis Pasteur for rabies, R for R. Louis Pasteur anti-rabies treatment. We'll see about all scientists in the next page. Okay. Next is social medicine. Who gave this concept? The concept of social medicine. Like medicine is a social science. Like we are all social animals. We are living in the society. Now I am getting fever. It is because of the social factors. While coming, there was water stagnation all over. There was breeding of mosquitoes. The mosquito was biting me. So medicine is a social disease. It is a social science. Who told us? Newman and Virchow. Who are the two scientists who told medicine is a social science and who gave the concept of social medicine? The concept of social medicine, it was given by Newman and Virchow. They are called as the pioneers of social medicine. They are called as the pioneers of social medicine. So next person, important person here is called as the Alfred Grotjahn. So Grotjahn, you can remember like globe jam. Remember globe jam. What is this globe jam or Alfred Grotjahn is like? So when you are eating, this pani puri and all, how the worker, mm, mm, pani puri kao, like this he will do pani puri kao. He is giving no, that is lack of social hygiene. So he told the importance of social factors in etiology of the disease. So the Grotjahn or globe jam, you can remember, is mainly famous for social pathology or social hygiene. Social hygiene or social pathology. So social hygiene or social pathology. That means the importance of social factors in the causation of disease. That is Alfred Grotjahn. So the Alfred Grotjahn, who is responsible for the social factors in the causation of disease? Alfred Grotjahn. He is only responsible for the explaining the role of social factors in causing the disease. It can also be called as social hygiene or social pathology. So next person is about John Ryle. So what he did, John Ryle, he told the social medicine concept was discovered now by Newman and Virchow. He spread this concept throughout England. That's all. John Ryle, what he did, he promoted social medicine concept in England. I think before 3 or 4 years there was one question based on the social medicine. So only I am describing everything. Okay. Now we finish this. Now we will go into the some questions for practice. We'll finish this and maybe we'll go. Next, what is the social control of medicine? Which was the first country to socialize medicine? So we have the practice questions here. So after finishing this, we'll go back to the practice questions. So the first country to socialize medicine was Russia. What is mean by social medicine? So social medicine means everybody should get everything. So for this, that people can pay insurance, like health insurance they can pay. So that time there will be no private providers. So everything will be directly provided by the public. That type of thing was called as the social medicine. The first country to socialize medicine was Russia. So Russia mostly no private operators, only government. Whatever problem you have, only government hospital. That is called as the socialized medicine. Okay. Which is the first country to introduce the National Blindness Control Program? So which is the first country to introduce blindness control program? Do you know which is the first country to introduce the blindness control program? The first country to introduce the blindness control program. You have any idea? Yes, good, very good, doctor, very good. It is India. The same was the country which was the first country to introduce National Family Planning Program. The first country to introduce the family planning program. It was also India. So Russia, the first country to socialize medicine, the first country to introduce blindness control program, the first country to introduce family planning. Family planning means like if you are having two children, it is enough. Then what should be the gap between the two children? There should be a minimum of 3 years of gap between the two children. This is called family planning. It was first introduced by India. Okay, next question. Which was the first country to introduce compulsory sickness insurance? Compulsory sickness insurance is Germany. So what is this compulsory sickness insurance is? Now I am working in a Tata company. Tata, I am an employee. So whenever I am working in the company, in my salary, they will take 100 rupees or 50 rupees from my salary every month, and they will keep a insurance for me. So because when I am working, if I am losing my arm, they will give a huge amount of money from my insurance. Then today I am having fever, so I am sleeping in my home. At that time, I will get the salary for a restricted number of days based on this insurance. It is called compulsory sickness insurance. The next question is difference between state medicine and socialized medicine. What is the difference between state medicine and socialized medicine? Okay. State medicine means the government is taking care of all the healthcare needs of the people directly. Usually the government gives everything to the people free of cost. That is called as a state medicine. In India, if you see in Tamil Nadu, although there will also be many states, in Tamil Nadu, if you see, if you go to the government hospital, everything is free. From the OP ticket is free. Then for taking an X-ray and everything, if you give some card, Aadhaar card or some card, everything can be done free of cost. That is called as the state medicine. Everything can be done free. The similar way, what is called a socialized medicine is we can provide medical education and everything, but instead of the government directly giving, the government will appoint someone, that is called as NMC. Now who is controlling the medical education in India? NMC. So there is some professional body like National Medical Commission or Indian Medical Association. So they are regulating the profession rather than directly by the government. This is called socialized medicine. So social medicine, provision of free medical services to the people at government cost is state medicine. But what is socialized medicine is, in socialized medicine we have some professional bodies. These professional groups operate the medical education and the professional education. That is called as the socialized medicine. This is the difference between social medicine and socialized medicine. Next, concepts in public health. See, we are slowly changing and changing. Before and all, they thought God, if you are not praying to God, we will get disease. Then slowly, no, disease is caused by microbes. Then now the concept of risk factors. So lack of physical activity, or I am sitting for a long time, so I may get heart attack. So the concept of risk factors, so it is evolving. So this is called as the changing concepts in public health. So there are 4 phases. So the first phase is called as the disease control phase, 1880 to 1920. So there were a lot of diseases, mainly in our physical environment, mosquitoes and everything was there. So they mainly focused on controlling of diseases. So next phase is called as the health promotional phase, 1880 to 1920. Slowly 1920 to 1960. What is in health promotional phase? They told we have to focus on health promotion. Everybody has to do some exercise. So everybody has to focus on promoting the health rather than only treatment of the diseases. We also have to focus on prevention. That is called as the health promotional phase, promotion of the health. Third phase is called as the social engineering phase. In 1960 to 1980, what happened? Communicable diseases like malaria, filariae and all came down. What now started? Non-communicable diseases, diabetes, cancer, hypertension. So only they thought, okay, rather than focusing on communicable, we have to focus on non-communicable diseases like cancer. They are very, very chronic diseases. So we have to have a new approach. That approach is called as the risk factors. So they told our social and behavioral aspects our drinking alcohol, smoking. These are the things. So we have to focus on risk factors. So that is the social engineering phase. So 1880 to 1920 disease control. Then 1920 to 1960 health promotion. Next social engineering phase is 1960 to 1980. At last now we are coming to health for all. So this is the question. So from here we can get question this point. So what is the health for all? What is the motto of health for all is everybody should get a level of health to lead them a socially and economically productive life by 2000. This is called health for all. So health for all, this phase was between 1980 to 2000. They told there is a big gap between the rich and the poor, big gap between America and India, America and Pakistan. So we have to have approach so that all the people in the world will get the same level of health. They fixed which year? They told everybody should get health for all by the year 2000 AD. By 2000, everybody should level. So it was not achieved. Frankly speaking, it was not achieved. The health for all, but this was their motto. So this was called as the Alma Ata Conference. I will tell you more. So in the case of Alma Ata Conference, what was the thing it was told? It was told was health for all. It was not achieved. Frankly, it was not achieved. Attainment of level of health that leads them, permits them to lead a socially and economically productive life by 2000 AD. It was known in Alma Ata Conference, health for all by 2000 AD. It was not achieved. So these are the 4 phases in public health. So next, we'll go into the next page, page number 4. Okay, John Snow. So now there is no phase, like changing the concepts in public health. So this was the history. This was only history. Now there is no specific phase and all. Okay, so in our Park book, that's all, health for all. So John Snow. So he is what? Father of good, very good doctor. He is the father of epidemiology. So John Snow, father of epidemiology. He is famous for what map? He is famous for spot map. He is famous for spot map, and he is famous for his work on cholera. Okay, next, Louis Pasteur, DPMRF. What do you think? DPMRF. So what do you think by this is the mnemonic? Don't worry, DPMRF means it is a mnemonic. You are keeping your DP in WhatsApp or Instagram as MRF bat or MRF tire. So what is this DPMRF? So D means yes, good. Dr. Mayuri is good. You found out pasteurization. First D means demonstration of bacteria in air. So D means demonstration of bacteria in air. Okay, good. Next, P stands for what doctor told is correct, pasteurization, like pal kachra, the boiling. So when you go to a new home, you just boil the milk. No, that is pasteurization, heating the milk to very high temperature. It kills all the bacteria, most of the bacteria. Then M, it is not related to our subject. It is mostly related to chemistry. Molecular dissymmetry. Molecular dissymmetry. So R stands for rabies vaccine. So Pasteur. So this is the R, rabies vaccine. Then F stands for, anybody can guess F. It is something related with our dosai, idli, also related with even beer. Good. Fermentation. Fermentation means like the froth will come, no, pongiliradu, like froth. Froth is coming now, that is fermentation. Idli maavu, dosa maavu, fermentation. So this is called DPMRF. So DPMRF. This is about Louis Pasteur. Next, Robert Koch. Why he is coachifying? So why he is coachifying? Because he told if he is not given Nobel Prize, he will get coachified. Just to remember, Actually, it was not, just for remembrance I'm telling. So only he was given Nobel Prize. So Robert Koch, Nobel Prize. He was given Nobel Prize. At the time, the Nobel Prize is called Nobel Prize in Medicine or Physiology. This is called as the Nobel Prize in Medicine or Physiology. This is called as the Nobel Prize in Medicine or Physiology. He is famous for his Koch's postulates. So Nobel, I think Nobel, Nobel. So Nobel Prize, Koch's postulates. He mainly also did his work on anthrax. He did his work on anthrax bacillus. So this Nobel Prize, it was given mainly for tuberculosis, Mycobacterium tuberculosis. The Nobel Prize, it was mainly given for Mycobacterium tuberculosis. He is also famous for Koch's postulates. Koch's postulates means every disease should be caused by a microorganism. If we take that microorganism and put in an animal, that animal should get the disease. If we take the animal with the disease, we should be able to isolate the microorganism. One organism can cause only one disease. This is called as the Koch's postulates, important in microbiology. Next is Hippocrates. So you already know Hippocrates. The first is Hippocratic Oath. So next is, he is the first true epidemiologist. He is also called as the father of modern medicine. The father of modern medicine. He is also known as the first true epidemiologist because he only discovered what is endemic disease, what is epidemic disease. He is called as the first true epidemiologist. Hippocratic Oath, father of modern medicine. Next, Galen. So what is the importance of for Galen? We already saw Galen. So Galen, he identified a nerve or an artery. So it is called comparative anatomy and physiology. So Galen, he is famous for comparative anatomy and physiology. Galen. Okay, Charaka. So he is Charaka. What is the famous for Charaka? Come on, guys, you know Charaka. Yes, good, very good, Dr. Charaka, father of Indian medicine. So Charaka, he is the father of Indian medicine. So what is the book written by him? Samantha is the acting book. Here it is called Samita. Charaka, Samita. It's called Charaka, Samita. Next to Sushruta, he is the father of Indian surgery. Father of Indian surgery. SU for SU, so it is a surgery. The father of Indian surgery. So what is the book for him written? Sushruta Samhita. It's called Sushruta Samhita. So next is Edwin Chadwick. So what do you think about Edwin Chadwick? We studied Edwin Chadwick. What phenomenon? That phenomenon is called what? What is that phenomenon? Two words for Edwin Chadwick. Yes, good, very good, Dr. Margaret. Sanitary awakening. Edwin Chadwick, sanitary awakening. So laboring conditions of the working population, or the sanitary conditions of the laboring population or working population. So how they are working, how is the place poor. Then Ambroise Paré. So he is the father of surgery for the whole world. The father of surgery for the whole world is Ambroise Paré. He is the father of surgery for the whole world as a whole. Father of surgery. Next, what is Gregor Mendel? What do you think about Gregor Mendel? Mendel. So why you become mental? So XX, XY, XY, XX. Okay, so that is father of genetics. So because he studied lot of Mendelian law of inheritance, he became Mendel. So only he is called as the Gregor Mendel, father of genetics. So Edward Jenner, which vaccine he invented? He invented which vaccine? Jenner. He invented what vaccine? Good, very good, Dr. Karan. Smallpox. So he is also called as the father of immunology. The father of immunology. Next, James Lynn. He did an experiment on scurvy. So he's called as the father of experimental epidemiology. So father of experimental epidemiology. In the first clinical trial, what he did on scurvy, it is known as the first clinical trial known to man. First clinical trial known to man. So he's called the father of experimental epidemiology. Next, Fracastorius. He told by touching disease can spread. If I touch you, disease will spread. This is called theory of contagion. This is called theory of contagion. Next, Peyton Coffer. He told multiple factors are responsible for causing a disease. Told multiple factors are responsible for causing a disease. So it is called multifactorial causation theory. So he is told in order to cause one disease, we need to have multiple factors. So it is called multifactorial disease causation theory. So multifactorial disease causation theory is called Peyton Coffer. Peyton. Next is McMahon and Pugh. What they told us, the disease is like a spider web of causation. So once you start smoking or drinking alcohol, you get entangled in the web. Ultimately, it will lead you to myocardial infarction. So once you start a risk factor, it will lead to another factor. So it will be a constellation of effects. So this is called web of causation. McMahon and Pugh. It is also like a theory for disease causation. It is a disease causation theory. Web of causation. Next is Ronald Ross. So Ronald Ross, which disease you comes into your mind? Ronald Ross. He told one disease is transmitted by one vector. So what disease? What? Yes, very good, very good. Doctor is famous for work on malaria. He told malaria is transmitted by Anopheles mosquito. Next, Bernardo Ramazzini. So Ramazzini. So what he told us, if you are sitting and watching the computer for some time, you will get neck pain. So if you are working in an industry, you will get respiratory disease. So he is called as the father of occupational medicine. So Bernardo Ramazzini is called as the father of occupational medicine. Called as the father of occupational medicine. So next is Alfred Grodjon. So Alfred Grodjon, globe jam, which comes to your mind? Globe jam, pani puri, which comes to your mind? Alfred Grodjon. Is good. Social pathology or social hygiene? Very good. Social pathology or social hygiene. Next, Virchow. So Virchow and Hahnemann. So Virchow and Hahnemann, they are the pioneers of social medicine. Pioneers of social medicine. What they told? They told medicine is a social science. They told medicine is a social science. Next, who is Samuel Hahnemann? H for H. Samuel Hahnemann. Samuel Hahnemann. Yes, good. Father of homeopathy. Samuel Hahnemann is the father of homeopathy. Okay, guys. Okay, you have any doubts? This is okay now. Can go to the next page. So we saw most of the scientists. Okay. Now just make a change in the option C. You can change it as social pathology. Now match the following. Hippocrates. So Hippocrates. So Hippocrates, it is simple father of modern medicine. So Hippocrates. So match the following. Okay, this is one. Can this be? It is Hippocrates. Next, John Snow. Come on, can you answer? John Snow. So John Snow. Good. John Snow is the father of epidemiology. John Snow is the father of epidemiology. Next, Louis Pasteur. Louis Pasteur. It ends with R. Louis Pasteur. Yes, very good. Very good, doctors. Very good. Rabies vaccine. Next, Galen. Galen. Good. Very good. So Galen, comparative anatomy and physiology. Next is Alfred Grotjon, social pathology. You can change it as social pathology. Alfred Grotjon, social pathology. Now we come to another question. One of the following statements is false about the theory of four humors. Come on, take a guess. Okay. I got the right answer. Yes. The answer is not Egyptian medicine. It was given by Greek medicine. So this is the right answer. It was actually given by Greek medicine. So in our Ayurveda system of medicine, we have Tridosa theory of disease. It is due to the disturbance in the equilibrium of the humors. You see four humors. What are the four humors? Yellow bile, black bile, blood and phlegm. Next, who is the father of experimental epidemiology? See, the option was given wrongly, so write down the option. The correct option is James Lynn. The father of experimental epidemiology is James Lynn. The option was not given, so you can write it as James Lynn, the father of experimental epidemiology. James Lynn. So next, it's a new question. Belgian Social Medicine Association was founded by. So Belgian Social Medicine Association was founded by. Okay. Virchow, he told he's a pioneer of social medicine. That's all. It's not associated with Belgian. John Ryle promoted the social medicine in England. He has nothing to do with Belgium. So Newman, he is also the pioneer of social medicine. These things we studied. The only thing we did not study is Reinsan. Okay, the Reinsan. So Belgian Social Medicine Association was founded by Reinsan. It's a tough question. It was asked once, but it was not in NEET or INI-CET, some other exam, some other state exam it was asked. Belgian Social Medicine Association was founded by Reinsan. Next, Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine was awarded to. Yes, good, very good. It was an easy one. Robert Koch. Who is the father of aseptic surgery? It is Joseph Lister. He gave many aseptic procedures for doing surgery and all. How to do. So, how do you enter the operation theaters? Like you keep your hand like this now, like open the door, open the pipe by aseptic procedures. This is Joseph Lister. Okay, next we'll go into the crosswords. I think this is done. This is okay, guys. We'll go into the next page. Okay. In next page, you can just strike out these three things, 3 boxes, and for the 5th one, you can add 1 extra box here. Okay. Now, first horizontally, an anesthetist. Who is an anesthetist? Horizontally, an anesthetist. You know this. He was an anesthetist, but he is famous in community medicine because of one discovery. Yes, good. You got it right. Very good, guys. Very good. John. No. Okay, we finished first one. Next, 4th one is somewhat difficult. The British doctor study, a study on smoking. 4th one, a study on smoking. A study on smoking. So there is a study on smoking. So it is called as the Dawes and Hill study. Dahl and Hill. This is called as the Dahl and Hill study. This is a study on smoking. Smoking and lung cancer. Dahl and Hill study. Okay, next. Who did the first reported clinical trial in medicine? First reported clinical trial. First, who did the first reported clinical trial in medicine? Yes, good, very good. James Lynn. It is James Lynn. This is James Lynn. Next, vertically, second one is the father of Indian surgery. It's easy. Father of Indian surgery. The father of Indian surgery. Yes, Sushruta. Some people may put THA or TA. It's okay, no problem. Sushruta. Next question. Who is the father of immunology? Yes, good. Edward Jenner. The father of immunology is Edward Jenner. So the father of immunology, Edward Jenner. Okay, now we go into the next chapter. So we'll have a break around 11 o'clock. Around 11 we will have a break. Okay, guys. Okay, now the first chapter is over. Now we go into the next chapter. The concept of health and disease. So this is a recent update. If you want, you can note it down. Who was awarded the recent Nobel Prize? The Nobel Prize, recent Nobel Prize in 2024 was given for discovery of mRNA to these 2 scientists, Ambrose and Runcan. Victor Ambrose and Gary Runcan. You can note it down in your books. Who was given the Nobel Prize in 2024? Recent update for Nobel Prize in 2024 for discovery of microRNA and its role in post-transcriptional gene regulation. A recent update on Nobel Prize for Medicine in 2024 for discovery of microRNA. 2 scientists, Ambrose and Rukan. They were given the Nobel Prize in 2024 recently for the discovery of microRNA, mRNA, and its role in transcriptional gene regulation. You can note it down below the questions here. You can below there is some gap here. You can note it down here. The Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine for 2024.